Okay, that's what we call a do-over. So I'm coming to you live from Greenberg, Louisiana. It's outside of Baton Rouge, and we're staying at what's called a Harvest Host location. And this is the gentleman's first time doing this. He has this amazing 1,000-acre ranch, and there's ponds down here, and it again, it's like Sound of Music land, even though we're in the United States. And we got here last night. It's just been an amazing experience. He cooked us fresh gumbo and just rolled out the red carpet for us. He goes, "Don't tell, I'm this. You guys are my first ever, so I'm rolling out the red carpet. I'm not going to do this for everybody." But it was really great. And he asked what we each did, and I said, "Oh, I do tapping." And I asked him if he knew, and he said, "Yeah, I do." My wife had dental issues and was really afraid of the dentist, so the dentist started tapping on her. So she started researching it. And his wife's a photographer, so we exchanged books, which was really fun. So anyway, I'm just going to read January 15th. We were wild once, but don't let them tame you. Isadora Duncan. What if this is a statement of truth that's gotten lost in translation? What if I meant to be wild and free? What if being wild and free got a bad rap in the society I live in? Wild and free means crazy and irresponsible in many circles. Being appropriate is revered. Who says it's inappropriate to speak my truth, even if others see it differently? Being appropriate is overrated. Now, this doesn't mean that I go crazy on people and follow in the brain on the mouth philosophy. Or maybe it does. The point is, I seek to find my truth, my way, my unique journey. When I allow myself to release all the fodder around being appropriate, a new me emerges. I think of for myself again. I compare less and just live and let live more. I clear up my own side of the fence, being true to myself. And this allows me to be wildly and authentically me. The world could miss out on yet another amazing human if I stay bogged down in what's appropriate. I get to find my own way, walk my own unique path. I get to share with the world the amazing, unique being I have always been within. This is the greatest gift I can give to myself and those around me. Me being me opens the space for them to be them. Thought for the day. Today I am open to getting even a glimpse of the wild and free, authentic self within me. I might just be surprised at how amazing and endearing this part of me is. It's interesting that I felt emotion coming up when I was reading this, wild and free. And it does often in our culture, in our society, it's the, oh, they're crazy, be appropriate, be all these things, fit inside the lines. I always call it living within the parentheses of life. Oh, good, Barbara. Thanks. Because we're appropriated to death. Like being appropriate actually can kill the authentic part of us. And I'm not saying, go out and shoot somebody like that's appropriate or whatever. I mean, if you're defending yourself, you might have to do that. But this idea of being in a culture where it's like, I've got to do it this way. I've got to act this way. I've got to say this. To learn to get into that wild and free part of us, that part of us that's authentically us, that we knew when we were like first came into this being, and we'll remember again. And I personally believe when we get all the muck out of the way of the human experience, really we're back here in this form to really reconnect with that authentic part of ourselves. And I just think that's so true. And the one last thing I want to say is, often we can get mired down by like, I need to find my purpose. And especially as the years pass and we get older and more mature and we're like, I've never lived my purpose, we can really get down on ourselves about that. Yet think about it this way. What if our purpose I got to figure out my purpose. I've got to know my purpose. I've got to live my purpose is a construct of the ego culture that we live in. And what if it can be a very, very different thing? And for me, now it's, as I've found tapping and done this now, and it is my work to know that in whatever small way I might be used by God, the universe, the divine, to help someone else reconnect with an authentic part of themselves, that's huge to me. And I know, and that really for all of us, that should be enough. But, we're often like, put bigger goals and bigger intentions and bigger things out there. And yet, what if, as we unhook from that, the guidance and direction can come to us and we can be that authentic self more freely and in a very wild and free and wonderful way. Helen, great to see you here. Barbara, great to see you here live. And yeah, coming to you from Greenburgh, Louisiana. It's a pretty incredible experience here, and the host is amazing. So we'll see you tomorrow for day 16. Bye-bye.